the guys that want to build their own motor but never have done it before. Here's a quick little, some advice for you. For those who want to try it, never did it before, or even people that like have kind of worked on it and trying to build something. The things that I've learned over the past 5 months of building my own motor for the first time. Number one, first and foremost, figure out what your goals are for your car and your motor. That's the number one biggest thing. Once you figure that out, you can start going down the path of how to get there. Number two, stay on track. Don't let people sway you in what you want to do based off of their individual opinions on your motor. This is your build, not theirs. Now, I'm not saying don't shift. It's okay. I had some plans for my car. I wanted a particular camshaft, for example. And I was fortunate enough to talk to the guy who actually designed it. And, you know, it's like my Tommy Boy moment, you know. You can get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's ass, but wouldn't you rather take the butcher's word for it? And that's what I was able to do. And when speaking with him, I was able to find out that the cam I was originally planning on getting wouldn't have really gotten me to my goals because the compression ratio that was needed to really make that cam shine, I wouldn't be able to obtain with the way my rotating assembly was set up. So there's nothing wrong with making shifts, but don't let outside noise affect your goals and your vision for your motor, because it's your motor. Screw it. Don't listen to all the outside noise. Trust in your own research. Trust in your gut, and trust in the process, I guess, is the best thing that I can tell you. You know, there's going to be stages where you start to second guess yourself. God knows I've had a number of them. And almost every day I start to question if I did this right, if I did that right. Should I have gone with this? Should I have gone with that? But I reiterate to myself, like, you've done the research. You know, you've done all the research. You've looked into it multiple ways. This setup is the right way to go for my goals. And then at the end of the day, don't get overwhelmed and enjoy it. It's a process. And it's been a fun process. I went from buying this car 4 years ago saying, I'm never going to touch it. I'm keeping this thing stock. I bought it with 28,000 miles on it, and it was stock. To quickly thereafter, I remember standing right there with my cousin. And the first modification I made on this car was I added a BMR strut tower brace. And he was standing right there and he stared at me. He goes, "You sure you want to drill into this thing?" And I said, fuck it. And we drilled right through to put the strut tower brace on. That was the first mod I ever made to this car. And every year it just got more and more and more. And like I said before, there's nothing wrong with shifting. There's a difference between shifting and having others try to impose their thoughts or their beliefs onto your build. Listen, sound decisions are great to make. And if you hear something that you think makes a lot of sense, roll with it. You know what I mean? Don't be closed-minded, but don't let, I'm going to call it the noise, change your perception of your build. And there's a lot of friggin' noise. There's a lot of noise. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. Now, it's up to you to determine whether that opinion is, there to help you, or if it's just some crotchety old bastard who just doesn't like something. So, I mean, through this whole thing, I had a machine shop tell me my crank was trash, my cylinder walls were destroyed, I needed a whole new rotating assembly, my pistons were junk, like, oh no, you need to do this, and you need to... I went and got a second opinion, and the guy looked at my block and was like, dude, your crank is in great shape, your piston's fine, cylinder walls are great. He just did it's eluding me right now, a dingleberry home. That's a funny word, right? Dingleberry home. Block was great. So don't easily get swayed off your goals and your direction, because there's a lot of people who get sour, right? They have one bad, example. And here's my example for this. And this is where this is coming from. The other night I went online and I posted about trying to find a tuner that has experience on TPI intakes as well as Phytech EFI system. And the amount of just criticism or just trashing Phytech, and I'm sure this video is going to have some too. I don't fucking care. Of how bad the Phytech system is. And I try to be a rational thinker. I try to think logically. And just from watching videos of what I've seen online, because I've tried to see I've tried to find videos of a Phytech TPI, the ultimate Phytech TPI EFI system put into these cars. I gotta be honest, most of them look like shit. They're clacked out, wires everywhere. Listen, when you're starting to get into the electrical aspect of a build, it's not a Band-Aid. It's not going to fix your problems in your motor. If you have an issue with your motor and then decide to add some type of electrical system or electronic fuel injection, thinking it's going to cause or fix your problems, you are sadly mistaken. You need your motor to be running properly to start changing that portion of your build out. Because if it ain't running right, that sure as hell ain't gonna fix it. So I think that's where this is really coming from, because the amount of just, you go in and, oh, I'm gonna go with this. Oh, those are trash. Yeah, well, guess what? That was my money that I paid for that trash. And if that's your opinion, like, okay, keep it to yourself, dude. I really don't care. So don't get swayed by other people's opinion because they might have had a shit motor full of issues and they tried to put a Band-Aid on it and didn't do it properly. Now, listen, am I saying that a Phytech system is impervious to errors? No, nothing is. Nothing is. And there are plenty of people who will sit there and say Holley's crap or Phytech's crap or cams are junk. They're Chinese, whatever. Like, everybody's got a story. You know what I mean? So just stay true to your build and have fun, because that's what this is all about, having fun. Don't worry about what other people are thinking. I find it comical. Don't get me wrong, do I get a little worked up? Yeah, I think that's human nature. I think all of us would. Because at the end of the day, what we're doing, and as I said before in some of my other videos, this is 100% an extension of art, and it's an extension of ourselves. Put your heart and soul into this friggin' thing. I know I have. I've put a lot of time into this. I came up with the idea of this build well over a year ago. Started looking at parts and everything else, even down to making sure that my strut tower brace, the first thing I did, would be able to actually fit with the intake that I went with, the first TPI intake. And I've been eyeing that thing for over 2 years. So I'm pumped that that's the intake I'm going with. I have not swayed from that one bit. Not even once. So if you're thinking about building a motor, whether it's your first time, third time, 10th time, whatever. Like, enjoy it. Come up with a plan. Know your goals. And stick to it. Don't be swayed by the outside noise. So this has been a public service announcement. But yeah, like, have fun with it. Because that's what this is about. So till next time, stay safe. Have a good night.